Item number SCP-001 Keter Duty Object Class Thaumiel Special Containment Procedures SCP-001's containment procedures have been designed by Overwatch Command and are to be simultaneously enacted as one containment protocol. Each containment unit within SCP-001 is to enact a portion of these procedures. Personnel assigned to different containment units are to be segregated from each other and are permitted only to view the containment document they have been given by Overwatch. In the event that personnel view other documents or attempt to expose different SCP-001-K instances to each other, they are to be given Class V amnestics and removed from their assignment. A ritualistic symbol is affixed to each chamber door and must be repaired immediately if damaged. Damage or defacement of these symbols will cause the containment chamber to gradually degrade over time to the point where the containment cycle will be unable to sustain itself. Due to the fact that the symbols are constructed from engraved stone, maintenance consists of preventing degrading due to age or outside forces. All instances of SCP-001-K in containment are held within SCP-001. Only personnel with Level 6 clearance may interact directly with SCP-001-K instances, with personnel below Level 5 being given falsified containment doctrines. Additional objects within Foundation containment have been given Keter classification to maintain appearances of the object class. Instances of SCP-001-K are not to be released from SCP-001 unless the hastening of a VK class reality reconstructuring event becomes a desired outcome. If this occurs, Foundation personnel will be contacted by Level 6 personnel for further instructions. Description: SCP-001 designates the source of all anomalous artifacts classified as Keter. Documentation for personnel with clearance under Level 5 are to refer to these objects by their SCP number. Documentation: SCP-001 is a structure located in Redacted, comprised of 4 wings and 11 floors. The exterior appears to be a large, nondescript research facility. Attempts to document SCP-001's outer appearance in detail results in conflicting and contradictory data. Attempts to map the facility have yielded contradictory floor plans. Dormitories, dining halls, recreational areas, and office complexes are located within SCP-001. The containment chambers are accessible only to Level 5 personnel. There are 254 SCP-001-K instances currently known to exist. SCP-001-K designates any anomalous object which has originated from SCP-001. All instances of SCP-001-K were present at the discovery of SCP-001, although some have since been lost. Each SCP-001-K instance is kept in place with another instance with the anomalous properties of each separate instance, neutralizing the effect of the other. When any containment cycles for instances of SCP-001-K are broken, the containment chamber will be affected by a localized anomaly. Interior spaces will begin to operate under a new set of physical laws, which conform to the properties of all uncontained SCP-001-K instances and are not limited to the instances which created the area. SCP-001 was originally documented by American soldiers serving in Greece following the Second World War. Once the anomalous properties became apparent, several organizations claimed control over the area. Data from this period of SCP-001's containment has not been recovered to date due to the release of several SCP-001-K instances. Contained SCP-001-K instances: SCP-718 and SCP-689. Instances of SCP-718 positioned on mummified human corpses in a triangular pattern around SCP-689. Occasionally, all instances will suddenly look away, causing SCP-689 to manifest on one of the bodies and terminate the SCP-718 instances, which will cause additional SCP-718 to form. All instances of SCP-718 will then resume observation, manipulating SCP-689 back to its original position via the eye stalks. SCP-990 and SCP-122. SCP-122 entities appear to be retaining SCP-990 within the physical world by keeping it asleep in perpetuity, using their bodies to muffle outside noise, and whispering bedtime stories to SCP-990. Several other SCP-122 entities attempt to cover all outside light sources with their bodies. SCP-1178 and SCP-1984. SCP-1178 is suspended within a large cubical chamber, being constantly pursued by SCP-1984. 6 distinct trace patterns exist, which alternate on an apparently random basis. SCP-1984 has never been observed to come closer than 15 meters to SCP-1178's present location, with SCP-1178 accelerating whenever SCP-1984 increases its speed. Containment personnel are currently researching means to mitigate any possible detonation of SCP-1178 caused by SCP-1984 as to not cause the annihilation of all containment structures within SCP-001. SCP-1440 and SCP-836. SCP-1140 is chained to the door of a large circular chamber. Around it, several buildings affected by SCP-836 appear to have affected the chamber and will continuously approach and be destroyed by SCP-1440's effect. SCP-1440 claims that he is imprisoned by a father, but has not provided any additional information. SCP-1048 and SCP-1055. As SCP-1055 gains additional mass, instances of SCP-1048 continuously tear it down to construct new instances of themselves. SCP-1055 is fully mobile and will attempt to destroy instances of SCP-1048 which approach it. These remains will be reconstructed as additional SCP-1048 instances are made to repair them. Currently, there are an estimated number of SCP-1048 instances within the chamber, with a capacity of additional instances SCP-1295 and SCP-871. All 4 SCP-1295 entities are continuously served instances of SCP-871 by a blonde human woman in a waitress outfit who continuously retrieves instances of SCP-871 from a wooden table and brings them to the SCP-1295 entities. All 4 entities can be heard complaining about the lackluster menu selections, although praising the quality and variety found in SCP-871. SCP-505 and SCP-140. SCP-505 has been suspended above SCP-140, writing at least 70,000 word volumes of text regarding the Davite culture and civilization. The interruption of the cycle would cause a total, irreversible alteration to human history, as the texts written by SCP-505 appear to date at least 70 years beyond the present time. SCP-231 and -N remains of interaction between redacted and a neutralized anomaly. Presently, Procedure 110 Montauk has prevented XK events caused by the interaction, with only 6 potential failure events occurring since initial containment. The deliberate failure of such an operation to prevent VK class events from occurring is under consideration by Overwatch Command. SCP-058 and SCP-1983. SCP-058 is suspended over a large cylindrical hole which has been filled with living human hearts. An additional amount of cardiac tissue has been pressed into and around SCP-058. Most of the chamber is not illuminated, and SCP-1983 entities within these non-illuminated areas are constantly attempting to tear the tissue from SCP-058's body, while SCP-058 attempts to violently attack them while assimilating additional tissue from the hole below it. SCP-682 and SCP-296. All figures within SCP-296 have taken on human appearance, matching those of personnel killed while maintaining its containment area. SCP-682 is not able to harm these entities and will alternate between violently attempting to destroy them or cowering in the center of the chamber. When questioned by Dr. The SCP-296 said SCP-682 has been found guilty and that it was currently being punished by denying it the ability to die or kill. SCP-579 and SCP-055 can't fit round pegs in square holes. Addendum. Level 6 clearance required. Access granted. Welcome, incoming administrator.
Reclaimed. We can see the other side. Things are different, but we take it in stride.
Proposal is the new order of immediately.
Research on existing K-class objects is to be rolled back and established at the basis needed to contain, rather than propagate. We've had too many casualties from the disasters, and it's time we move back to the way things were before the wash operations have been vastly expanded. Every object within Olympia itself is fully contained, and thanks to Red, we have prevented any real events over many days. Further information on new containing strategies can be found in you. Smile. Things aren't as bad as they used to be. We've got color working again, and I heard that pretty soon they're going to start putting the feelings back in people. If you see the 7th bride, tell her I'm sorry she had to open the box. Maybe she'll remember it.
Addendum. VK Class Reality Reconstructuring Events designates an anomalous phenomena theorized to occur if all instances of SCP-001-K are released from their containment cycles. If all instances of SCP-001-K were to be released from containment, this effect could potentially alter everything within the universe as known to be operating under non-anomalous physical laws. Currently, research into allowing the Foundation to survive this scenario and protect the new universe from remains of our current reality is ongoing.